Hey guys, Andy N, spoken label. My mate, Juliette Tomlinson. Straight up to Juliette now. She's going to do an extract from Longford. Take it away, Juliette.
Turnmoss was already heaving with people, packed together like dolls in a box, waiting on the blast of the trumpet to start the procession. Disguised as masquerade characters, there were clowns, jockeys, courtiers, tarts, bedouins, and titanias. The women and girls swagged and ribboned, glinted and flitted in the torchlight. Through the air, thick with smoke and noise, came the loud rumble of drums and then the pealing of trumpets from the firemen at the front. It was flanked all along by the burliest of the village men, Viking stock, and also the squat-faced squad of the Anglo-Saxons. Flaming tar barrels were passed back down the edges over the heads, and Enriqueta saw they came over her, the acrid smoke billowing, burning her eyes. The horse and jockey, the bowling green, and the travellers' rest sagged with flags, bunting, and lanterns. The steady boom of the drums at the front guided them onto the row, and towards Hardy Meadows, where the bonfire stood waiting, unlit. It towered dangerously, touching the sky. Torches and stakes driven into the stiff ancient mud of the meadow circled it in a band of gold. Village marshals, sashed and serious, wandered around the site, making the lantern fires contained, sure that no naughty children or inebriated youths could sneak under the chains. These were famously hazardous nights, and after many terrible accidents, the local wardens, councillors, and constabulary had shouted over each other for hours until hard rules had been made and new bylaws scratched into heavy books. Children swarmed to the warmth of the baked potato men's tin carts, and rows of tipsy men hung outside Jeremiah Brundrett's shop at Lane End, where his smiling wife, Alicia, flipped bacon onto bread rolls, making her sandwich famous as only the generous can. Parkin, treacle toffee, gingerbread men, shouted from beneath the stallholders' caps, and the loudest came from Clara, her voice high and clear above the men. Her mulled wine was renowned for its strength and sweetness. Thick and burgundy, it was spiced with cloves, dried orange, and nutmeg. A collective roar heralded the arrival of the bonfire boys, who flung the flaming tar barrels, grown too perilously hot to hold, into the base. The fires were the pride of each village, competing with one another year on year as to who could build the highest and grandest of them all. The townships of Chorlton, Hardy, and Martledge were particularly celebratory, as they had won in the locality, as judged by the Mayor of Manchester the day before. The pitches were fiercely protected on the days and weeks leading up to the 5th of November, as years gone by had seen brigands and troublemakers from rival villages, invariably Didsbury, set fire to the pile. The vicar from St. Clement's had sworn he'd seen them dance naked in front of the flames and proclaimed they were surely the disciples of the devil. The tar barrels exploded when they hit the tinder base of the bonfire, which had been judiciously laced with sinfully flammable liquids. The crowds groaned in pleasure, and the trumpets blasted, the flames climbing and licking quickly up the stack. As the heat of the flames reached out, Enriqueta turned her face away.
Fantastic. Great way of wrapping up first that out there. Leave people in a really good teaser there, Juliette. So
Thank you.
I wanted to believe you. You did an extract. You've got to leave people with a bang thinking, ooh, what happens next? And we're not going to tell them, are we? So brilliant. Thank you again, Julia. I really enjoyed that. So hang around because we're going to talk a bit more off mic anyway. But yeah, guys and girls, that's it for today. I want to thank Juliette today because I always look forward to podcasts anyway. But I've told Juliette several times, when it's local to me, it gets infamous to me. That's why, because something about an area I grew up in and I've learned a lot about through this book. So thank you, Juliette.
Thank you, Andy.
Okay, guys and girls, yeah, that's it for today's Spoken Label. As my mate Don Callis over at AEW Wrestling says, stay safe and stay over, and we will see you all next